Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate, and I am so thankful to have you here for today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to be looking at WTF is going on in this connection. So we're going to be going in detail over your person's energy towards you, their feelings, how they feel about the connection, how they feel about you. We'll also be looking at how you are feeling about your person and how you're feeling about the connection. So we'll start off with your side of things so it can serve as an energy check-in so you can know whether or not it's your pile. But I love doing these types of readings. So there will be an extended reading. I will be intuitively picking the topic towards the end of the reading to see where I want to go further into your pile. But for now, let's get into the pile picking. So for pile number 1, we have the Light Seers Tarot with the blue calcite crystal. For pile number 2, we have the Moon Power Tarot with the selenite heart. For pile number 3, we have the Tattoo Tarot with the black obsidian crystal. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to figure out which pile you're feeling the most drawn to. Again, there will be a pretty extensive energy check-in because we'll be looking at how you're feeling about your person. We'll be starting with that. So you should be able to figure out when we do get into the reading whether or not it intuitively is matching your experience. So I will have the timestamps linked down below. I'll have the extended readings linked underneath that. So without further ado, let's get into your piles. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Light Seers Tarot and the blue calcite crystal, then this is going to be your reading. We're looking at what is going on in this connection with your person. We're going to be looking at you versus them, really, with your feelings, your energy towards the connection, how you're feeling about the connection as well. So Spirit, please have me into pile number 1's energy right now towards their person, the person that they have in mind. All right. Again, we will be doing a extended reading. We'll be looking at whatever intuitively I want to go further into. I'll be getting that at the end, so stay tuned for that if you guys are interested. I'm holding the deck upside down, I'm realizing. All right. So for pile number 1, Spirit, how are they currently feeling towards their person? How's pile number 1 feeling towards their person? Okay, we have the Tower coming out with the 3 of Cups. Okay. So that's a strong energy coming out right off of the bat. I feel like something has recently very much shifted in your connection, or at least you would know this person. Right now, you're currently feeling the effects of some sort of realization about them, some sort of realization, some sort of information you may have received. With the 3 of Cups coming out with the Tower, I have to say what comes to my mind is potentially the realization of a third-party situation, maybe some sort of gossip, something that you heard about them. I feel like there's just something about other people you learned about your person. It doesn't have to be a third-party situation. For some of you, it could. You'll already know because this is your energy. So it's something you found out about this person that very much shook up the way that you saw them or the way that you feel about them. That's very much strong coming out first. What else for pile number 1? The Knight of Swords and the Emperor. Yeah, and so you may have thought that this person, you may have been expecting something different out of them. Maybe they did something impulsive, or you feel that this person acted or did something very quickly, maybe impulsively, that shook up your perception of them as someone who is more respectable or more in this Emperor energy. So that maybe is what fell apart, is that you felt like this person was honorable, that they had done a lot, that they had good values, that they were not the type of person to do something impulsive or not the type of person to go against their values. I feel like this person did something where they went against their values and it came as a shock to you. Yeah. What else for pile number 1? How are they feeling towards their person? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there was something that changed, something that came in, and I'm almost getting like it's, in this case, it feels like for the worse. Because sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can talk about something beneficial changing, but it also can talk about sort of this change that we have no control over, and suddenly the external circumstances changing. But let's get more into it. So for pile number one, how are they feeling towards their person? Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety and stress about maybe the way things are going to change now. We also have the King of Pentacles here. What else? In the Hierophant. Back of the deck, we have Strength. All right, I'm just going to put that to the side for now. All right, pile number one. There's a feeling here of this person being someone you were seeing as a potential partner, like long term, someone you saw commitment with. Either you were already in commitment with this person, or you thought this person was the kind of person that valued commitment and valued morals and values and sticking to them. And that's what I was picking up with the Emperor. And so it doesn't surprise that the Hierophant came out, because it feels like they did something impulsive, or they said something, they did something out of character that's causing you to question them, and is it's like you can't let go of it now. There's an energy of something having happened that like changed everything. Honestly, that sounds kind of intense, but that's what I'm picking up. Let's get some more to see how you're feeling. How is pile number one currently feeling towards their person? We have Fire Mother. Someone soon. Green. Service. Okay. So your energy is coming through very much divine feminine, very, very motherly. I feel like you're someone who has strong values, someone who wanted to grow something with this person. I'm also, this is a random message, but this could be an energy where maybe you were waiting for this person, or maybe this person is someone who you really wanted to have a commitment with, really wanted a future with this someone soon. Like you may have been waiting for them, or waiting for things to shift, waiting for everything to come into place so you could grow with this person. And I feel like you're very dedicated to them with this service here. Like there's an energy of having a very, being very nurturing towards them. Because with the Fire Mother here, there's an energy of wanting the best for this person, wanting to protect them, wanting only the best for this situation. But there's a feeling of not being able to stay, or there's a feeling of maybe needing to accept some sort of change with this person, needing to accept that this person has, maybe they ran away, maybe they decided to go down a different route and it surprised you. It's almost this energy of this flightiness coming through this person that you were expecting to be your Emperor, your King of Pentacles, expecting a commitment with, expecting to build something with this person, and then just running out and it just being a shock. And almost now in this waiting energy of still loving them, still caring about them is what I'm getting. But this energy of it's hurting you to care about them. It's hurting you to wait for them. It's hurting you to wait for this person's values to, you know, waiting for their values to nurture you, to pick you. There's almost an energy of you picking this person, but them failing, not failing, but honestly doing something that was unexpected here. So I am going to get some clarification. Just want to see what deck I want to use for that clarification. I'll use this guy. All right, why is the Knight of Swords here? What is this Knight of Swords representing for pile one? The High Priestess. Again, maybe some sort of secret was revealed. You had an intuition about something, it ended up being right. There's something about having been hoping for this person to turn out to be something different, but then feeling maybe that there was a secret, or there was some sort of, there's some sort of secret here, something maybe that was hidden from you, but also a feeling of maybe already having some idea of it. Maybe there already was some sort of red flag here. Why is the Tower here, Spirit? The Hierophant, yeah, something to do with commitment, something to do with maybe this person, if you guys were already in commitment with this person, there's a feeling of them having broken vows or broken commitment, broken moral code in this relationship, holding secrets, you finding out something through your intuition and it being right? There's almost a feeling of, I didn't want to think this, but it's undeniable now. And that's that Tower, something threatening the connection. Okay, why is the Wheel here? Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune telling us regarding Palin's feelings? The Fool. So yeah, maybe everything's changed. I almost get this feeling of like, instead of everything coming together for this relationship, or it coming to this place of the Hierophant where things would be more concrete, more solid, it's almost this energy of this person's behavior being sporadic or being hard to follow, this person taking risks and it changing everything. Yeah, an anxiety of not knowing, this person acting as if there is no baggage. It's almost like this relationship should be the thing that would anchor this person down. It's almost like this, you wanted, not that you wanted, but there was an expectation of this person's energy to be more grounded, and to not be in this state. It's almost like you would expect this stage in this relationship to turn into more of a commitment, turn into something more settled down. But there's a feeling of everything changing because this person is wanting to be without baggage and isn't setting roots, is kind of what I'm getting. Why is the King of Pentacles here for Palin's feelings? Page of Cups. Yeah, and it's like there's this emotional immaturity that you may feel, and maybe it's like come through as an apology. Maybe this person's apologized to you or you're expecting an apology from them, but it's almost like an apology wouldn't even, it's almost like you're seeing some sort of immaturity within your person that you didn't expect. Like, I feel like you thought this person was more solid than they were, or what they're offering you is not something of King of Pentacles. Like, you were wanting this person to offer you, let's say like you were expecting this connection to go into commitment and to grow really strong. It's almost like this person instead told you that they're not looking for anything serious, you know? So it could be any stage of it. Why is the Emperor here? Page of Swords. Again, it's like you thought this person had all this knowledge and all this standing, but instead they're coming through as this Page of Swords. And the thing with the Page of Swords is, you see how the Page of Swords is propped up here. And so it's almost like maybe this person projected out that they were bigger, wiser, stronger, more sturdy than they actually are. But it's almost like, wow, you're kind of naive. Like, the way you are is kind of naive. And it's almost like you've been waiting for this person to, suddenly you're feeling like a mother. It's funny that the mother's here. And instead of being an equal with this person, you're kind of realizing that you have to, like, not babysit them, but it's like you have to do a lot of work in order to get what you want. So it's starting to feel like unequal in that way. It's starting to feel like it's like this person is still learning, almost still learning how to be solid and consistent for someone, how to build something and stick to it. Because the Emperor and the Hierophant, I feel like their energies remind me of each other in the sense of holding structure, right? So I feel like the masculine energy is responsible for structure, planning, staying steady, being consistent, right? Like order even. And that's like the Hierophant. It's like there's an order to relationships too. And so I feel like this energy here is coming through like this person, you were expecting that, you know what I mean? Or you would have thought this person would be better. Why is the Hierophant here? Knight of Swords. And then again, it's like, and then this person has shown you that they are not consistent, that they can be impulsive. And it's almost like, and with the Knight of Swords, what's coming to my mind is this energy that I read like recently. Like every once in a while, I feel the need to like literally reread every definition of each tarot card. Even though I deal with it like every day, it's almost just like fun to refresh and like see, I don't know. I like to brush up on my knowledge, I guess. And what's coming through is with this Knight of Swords, it's like in this book, it says either this Knight of Swords is coming for you and like they're going to be like your knight in shining armor, or it's going to be someone you might have to like clean up after. And there's this energy of this person making mistakes where it's like you have to clean up after them now. And it's like, oh my gosh, I thought you were like my equal. What was I not seeing? Oh my gosh. Or maybe my intuition was right. I was afraid of this, you know? So yeah, you're in this place where I feel like there is disappointment, but it's also a lot to do with the shock of figuring out who this person is, or being confused about who they are, or being upset about who they really are, feeling that things are shifting and changing in a direction you weren't expecting. Here is what I'm getting for you guys, pile number one. Yeah, so I'm going to get some more Oracle cards. How is pile number one feeling towards their person? To be fair, yeah, there's this judgment energy and justice energy of just like, oh my gosh, like, can we slow down and figure out what's balanced here? Because you're starting to feel like this relationship isn't balanced, or it's like you guys, when you really look at it, or when you really stop and look at like everything that's gone down, or, you know, or what's recently happened even, it's like there's a feeling of this isn't balanced, this isn't right, this person isn't acting according to justice, values, morals. It's like this energy of, oh my gosh, this person is like out of touch. Yang, yeah, it's like there's this unhinged masculine energy about this person. And it's like you may have been attracted to this. I want to say like maybe a big part of why you're attracted to this person is that they do have masculine energy. You know, they maybe are someone who is very expressive, like very confident, and you may have kind of taken that confidence as strength, and like, but I feel like this person is still learning lessons within how to balance out their masculine and feminine energy, how to not burn everything in their path. There's a real energy of like, you know, this is just now coming through of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know, like firebending is really cool, you know, like it'd be cool to be a firebender, but it's also like, you know, when Aang, if you guys have seen it, but like the main character Aang is like learning his firebending, and then he's getting really excited, and he's like, oh my god, this just is so cool. And then he ends up like burning Katara, which is like his like love interest and like friend throughout the whole show. And it's like he never wants to use it again. And there's almost this energy of this person still being in a stage like that, where they're needing to understand that with power comes responsibility, with energy comes responsibility. Like this person can't just bulldoze through using impulsive fire energy, right? And so I almost feel like this person is becoming a liability, or becoming something that's like more difficult for you. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. It is becoming more, it's like they're burning down. Also, I'm like seeing like with all this green, it's like you guys were trying to build, I feel like, you're at least trying to build something very abundant, very balanced, yet prosperous. And there's almost this feeling of like you're burning down what we've created. And look at this fire's here, fire mother too. And it's like suddenly you feel like you're the one who's more competent when it comes to masculine energy. Maybe they're even putting you in your masculine energy. Like, you know how I've kind of like seen those like TikTok things where it's like, if a guy's putting you, or like, and it doesn't even have to be, it's just like, again, with gender, whatever gender you are, I'm speaking energy, okay? So if you are meant to be divine feminine energy, and the person you're talking with isn't very controlled within their masculine energy, or isn't handling it well, you may be forced to be the one to hold everything down. You may be forced to be the one who's protecting and doing things and being the giver, you know? And it's almost like you got in over your head here, or it's almost like this energy of, wow, like you're having to clean everything up, you're having to fix things for this person. And it just feels like it isn't fair. What else for pile number one? How are they feeling? Abundance again. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you wanted to build this abundance. You wanted to create this abundance. That's one of like the things that first was coming through, is like you wanted to put down your roots. You wanted things to grow. You wanted things to continue. But it's like this person ended up doing something rash that's causing things to burn, you know? I feel like there's kind of like this energy of things burning down, and this person taking childish, immature, not well thought out emotional action. Yeah, there's a real level of disappointment. So yeah, I'm curious, like if you thought this person, I'm wondering like to get more information, like if you thought this person was different than they are, or something like that. I'd be curious. Let me get an archetype card. Let me just find that deck really quick here. Where did I put her? I feel like it would be very interesting to see what archetype you're feeling here. I think that's going to add more context. Can you please clarify pile one's feelings here? It says exorcist here, and it's in reverse. And look at this, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. There we go. Fear of facing your own demons. Again, it's like this person has, I'm not surprised to see that, destructive impulses. And it's like suddenly you're the one that has to like do this. Like you didn't come here for an exorcism. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like there's some energy that this person has that's super unhinged and they really would benefit from grounding it. And it's like, but fear of facing your own demons is a shadow attribute of this. It's like this person seems to not be learning, containing themselves, or it's like you're realizing they still have a lot to learn, or you're realizing they don't have things as under control as maybe you thought that they do. Oh, another thing. So we also have angel at the back of the deck. It also says acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. And maybe this person like was able to mislead you into seeming a different way, into seeming more grounded, seeming different. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting here. I'll spend more time definitely going over your person's energy. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is going to be like no time to you anyways, but this is so insane what just happened. So I went to just pick a tarot deck for your person. I actually just wanted two tarot decks, and I've been doing a new thing where I just take the upright meanings. I've been finding I've been getting more intuitive messages that way. So I was like, okay, I have to like go prepare a couple decks to bring them upright. And then as I was doing that, I was thinking about your reading, and I was like, you know what I feel like I'm missing from this spread? I was like, I feel like I really need like a card to represent each person's energy. And I am like literally freaking out with the cards that I got, and I just pulled them off camera. I don't know why, but I just did that. And literally the card I got for you is the Sustainer, which talks about, and to be completely honest, I am still like learning some of the meanings of this deck because they're a little bit more dense and stuff. So pardon me for doing that. I don't want to like waste your time with it, but it's just so insane. Like what I ended up getting is like, so the Sustainer talks about someone who can be burdened with doing the like not stereotypical, like the behind the scenes tasks within situations, relationships. They can end up getting overburdened by that as well. So I just feel like I have to read it to you guys because it was just so crazy. So the Sustainer, this is your energy for pile number one, the peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. They work behind the scenes, tending the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouth sweetly fed. The Sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing that there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, and that's that service, right? And you caring for this person, and just having such good intentions for them, right? They have a natural inclination to nourish people, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine cycle. It's common for the Sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the Sustainer rarely receives the credit or the attention. But you hold things in place, especially relationships. Yeah, and so beautiful. Like that's so insane because I was just so spot on. And before going into your person's energy, I was like, let me just pull a card for them. I honestly wish I did this on camera, but I know you guys trust me, but it was insane. Literally, we got the shape shifter, the trickster, the elusive, the formless. And when I read this first sentence, I was like, okay, I'm going to turn the camera on because I need you guys to be live with me discovering this. Literally, it says, the shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. How freaking insane is that? Because that's what I was getting is like, it's like this person, I was like, did this person like come off differently? Like, because that's literally the energy of how you're perceiving them. And I want to tell you guys, pile number one, you guys are spot on with how you are starting to see this person and what confusion you're going through or what anxiety you're going through to do with this or like pain. Like you're spot on, because this isn't like, oh, how does pile number one see pile number two? This is pile two's energy. And so I think you are spot on, and rightfully so, feeling confused, feeling hurt, or feeling like wronged in a way, you know? I'm going to read the rest, or just read whatever feels relevant. It says, the shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree, but it's the side of ourselves that's slippery, non-committal, and experimental. That's that fool's energy, that Knight of Swords, and longs to dismiss the rules. That's the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about rules, convention. It's about following moral code. We need its energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. And so I want to say immediately right off the bat, there's kind of this difference in your guys' energy, because what the Sustainer is all about is maintaining, you know? It's about like, it's not about change and this sort of, it's not about changing energy. It's not about impulse. It's not about, it's about consistency. So your energy is just so in difference with this person. It says, it's important to imagine you're looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focus lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagine. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. And it's almost like that's you in this connection. So I'm so glad I grabbed these, because that was just very informative, I would say. So anyways, though, let's go deeper now into this and see. I'm going to put this to the side for right now, but wow, yeah, this person has such that energy. And it's like there's a real opposite energy here. And you know what? You may even be like the more masculine energy. So just take what resonates, because you're coming through with the more structural energy, but it can go either way. But there is an energy here of you feeling that this person's, it's like you're nurturing, though. It's like a feminine order energy that you have, you know? It's like you're someone who is willing to do the boring things because you know that they matter, you know? It's like, it is an Empress energy. I'm going to go ahead and say that, but it's almost like this person's in this more naive, could be distracted by shiny things energy, right? Okay, so let's look now. I see that there's something. That's the other pile sneaking in. Okay, so how is pile number two feeling about pile number one, or how is pile number, sorry, what am I saying? How is pile number one's person feeling about pile number one? The sun, look at that. And look at that kid just being there, like with that, and the sun and all that energy. Oh my gosh, okay. What else? How's pile number one's person feeling? 5 of Wands. Strength. The 7 of Pentacles. Why is the sun here for pile number one's person's feelings? The Devil, yeah. And I was immediately getting the sun in this, again, unhinged, sort of being drawn to shiny, flashy things. And as I'm saying, this person's drawn to shiny, flashy lights. There's this energy of this person having maybe some sort of addictive behavior, or having this behavior that is for instant gratification, always looking for, you know, the thing that's fun right in front of them, that's going to, yeah, give them that instant happiness. We have the Hangman in reverse here. And by the way, I will take reverse if they pop out that way, but I'm just kind of holding the deck in the upright position. But just want to clarify that. What else? Pile number one's person. There's that Queen of Cups, yeah. I'm hearing she's my strength, you know. This person knows that you are strong here. We have the 7 of Wands as well. Okay. 3 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. All right, let me get a sip of water first. Okay, so there's this energy here of this person. First off, I feel like their perception is definitely more immature than yours, or I feel like at least it feels like you're spiritually on a higher level than this person. And so there is a potential this person like can't really see you 100% clearly, because it's like they haven't really met themselves that deeply, or they haven't gotten to that place. Okay. And so, yeah, okay, I'm getting a message here. So this person seems to be in this very like headstrong energy where they feel like they seem to feel they're in this like they're in this competition, this fiery energy, and you're in this cooperative energy. So I would say that you're in this very cooperative energy, and it's like this person almost doesn't even understand like how to interpret that, or maybe he doesn't understand the strength, with strength being here in the Queen of Cups. It's like they may think that strength is more associated with this masculine energy and this energy of like getting your way. There's this energy of this person feeling like they want to get their way, or feeling like if they compromise, they've lost. So I feel like this person's ego can get triggered too. And I also want to say that I don't think this person intentionally, which I think you know that anyways, but I just am acknowledging, it's this person's energy. It's not like they're intentionally trying to play you or do anything wrong here. It's more that they are actually somewhat naive or younger than you spiritually or literally, where it's hard for them to see from the other perspective with the Hangman here. And so the main thing that's coming through, and I could see this relationship not even being romantic, maybe for some of you, this could be like a different kind of relationship. It's almost this energy of you just wanting the best thing for this person, but having a really hard time like gelling with this person's morals, their way of being. It just feels like a clash with yours. And so I almost just feel like this person doesn't see how sometimes their idea, or like, sorry, I'm trying to put this into like clear words. It's like an energy of this person being unable to see that someone that's disagreeing with them may have something helpful to share with them, right? That they have a hard time seeing a different perspective from their own, not being a competition or being a direct threat to them, rather than potentially being something that could help them, right? Or someone's intention is good, it's like they don't seem to understand that other people aren't in this kind of like feisty mode where they feel like they just don't want to agree for the sake of agreeing, because then they feel like they have given the other person's ego one up. But I feel like you're literally so incredibly not coming from your ego when it comes to how you're handling this person and what you say to them. But it just feels like there may be this like clashing energy, different opinions of things. And it's like this person has this tendency to feel like they're right. And so I do feel like maybe if you guys got in an argument, or if you guys disagreed about something, I could see this person like running off. And maybe that's that tower moment, is them kind of sabotaging this connection, or doing something, to disrespect the relationship. Like I could see this person, like if you guys weren't on the same page about something and they're being really guarded about it, because the Seven of Wands is about fighting for your position, fighting for what you think also, right? There's almost this energy of them feeling protected, like they have to protect themselves from you, even though your energy is it's literally the Queen of Cups, right? But there's also a feeling of this person being intimidated by there's a really weird feeling of this person not understanding you. This person is very unaware, or they don't seem to have the knowledge or the understanding of life or people to see you clearly. So I just want to make that clear, that this person is not really able to see you 100% for who you are and your intentions. And they may feel like they have to protect themselves, that they may have to, fend off your opinion to make sure they get their way, because they may feel like that's what they have to do. And so it's almost coming through similarly to maybe if this person had parents that like really would force them to be one way. They may have wounds around like authority, and so there's almost this energy of this person rebelling just to rebel, or feeling that they have to shake things up or do something with the shapeshifter here. It's almost like they feel like they have to disrespect the authority, or it's almost this energy of like, I know this type of person. It's like someone who's overly defensive, or you weren't saying anything that was supposed to be taken defensively, but it's like they do. Like, for example, this is what I thought of yesterday, or just like I understand this energy. So it's like, imagine that it's cold outside and someone is leaving the house without a jacket on, and like you're like, oh, you might want to like wear a jacket, it's cold outside, and this person's like, I don't get cold. And it's like, okay, like, you know, like, and they get defensive about you saying like, oh, you might want a jacket, you know? And it's obviously a very, it's obviously a word of advice that's very much no benefit to them, you know, to say you might want a jacket. It's coming out of care. It's coming out of good advice. It's not, it's like sometimes it's worth it to just take someone else's advice or opinion, just be like, thanks, like that's nice. But this person seems to have a really hard time with being like that, if that makes sense. Or it's like they feel like that's not strong, or they feel like they shouldn't let anyone tell them what to do, even when it's clearly coming from a good place. And so I feel like this person may do things of rebellion or do like something that's just like not good for them, or it's like they do these acts to kind of very much show that they're free, or show that they you know, they're not going to surrender, right? And the Hanged Man here too is like this energy of like, sometimes spirit will be putting blockages on our path, so we have to stop and kind of recognize that maybe the way we're going about something is not is being blocked. It's just a moment of surrender and a moment to see maybe your own situation from a different perspective. But there's this energy of this person refusing to see things from a different perspective. And so I don't know if you've kind of like tried to tell this person like, hey, like, yeah, there's an energy here. I don't even know. Maybe you just have like a more guardian type role with this person, or it's like there's just an energy here of you wanting to help this person manage themselves or grow up, or it's almost like you're worried about this person's well-being, or you may like be trying to push them in a more traditional path, because maybe, and you're doing this from the energy of like very much wanting this person to be successful, wanting this person to channel their energy correctly. And so you're coming from a very benevolent energy, but there's also a feeling of, yeah. And then we also had, sorry, let me finish my thoughts. I hate when I don't finish them. But there's an energy here of you trying to give this person advice or trying to help this person learn something, right? I feel like you are trying to help them ground themselves in some sort of way, or you may give them advice of that sort because maybe you have more expertise in that, or whatever, you know, or you may know this person with the Hierophant here. You may know them through some sort of like, institution, you know, like you may be this person's teacher even, you know, that could just be for some of you, or maybe some of you guys just feel like you are this person's teacher, or maybe you just take that kind of role in relationships sometimes. So take what resonates for you. I could see the situation being very broad and different for other people, but this other person here, they are currently very much refusing to see the dark side of their actions and refusing to see how maybe there are consequences to their actions. They are aware, by the way they feel that you do have this, they are aware that some of the things you say to them and the way you are is a person of strength. They are aware of that, but it's almost something that intimidates them or makes them even more defensive. It's like they maybe sometimes know that you're right in what you're saying, and they know you're coming from a place of good intention, but there's almost this energy of feeling like they can't admit that to you, or it would be like this ego loss if they do. Yeah, so this is very interesting. So I guess like what's going on in this connection overall is like, it's kind of like a power struggle, but I feel like for you, like, you know, you guys are misunderstanding each other is what I would say overall as well. Because there's a feeling of this person hurting you and disappointing you and maybe even doing things, you know, and disrespecting in a way. I feel like this person may even be a little bit disrespectful at times towards you. And like, it's like you guys are just, it's hard for you guys to see each other's viewpoint right now because they're at odds with one another, basically, is what I'm getting. So I just want to clarify some of these cards here. So what's the Seven of Pentacles? Yeah, and there may be, sorry, guys, my brain is so sporadic, I know. Thank you guys for listening to me. I appreciate it. So with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you may be encouraging this person to think more strategically about their future or make decisions that are more grounded, like it's almost like you may encourage this person to make sure they're investing their energy in the right spots, like good investments so you have good results in the long run. But there's almost this energy of them fighting for the way they want to invest in their time or the way that they want to put their energy. It's like maybe you guys disagree about that for this person, or maybe for the relationship. Maybe the way in which you guys want to invest in this relationship is different, you know? Let's get a clarification because that's what I was going to clarify anyways. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? The Lovers. Okay, yeah. And so it's like maybe the way you guys are making decisions, it's like maybe the way you guys want to make decisions within this relationship it's like maybe one of you guys, it's like there's just opposing energy here. It's like you guys don't seem to see eye to eye here. It's like, let me get one more for that because I want to just make sure. Yeah, strength again. So I'm not even going to take that because strength is right here. It's like making decisions. So this is their feelings though. There's an energy here of this person wanting to argue that the way that they're going about their life or the way that they're going about this relationship is in the highest good. They truly believe that the way that they are making decisions is from a place of strength and love. And so there may be an energy of you not seeing that or something, and then them being like, even though they're coming from a good place, I feel the need to defend my position. And the reason why I'm making the decisions I'm making, the reason why I'm investing in my life in the way I am. So yeah, there's a message about that of them wanting to say that they feel that they're already making the highest choice for themselves. That's just from them. It's not really coming through as to whether or not they are. It's just that that's what they believe. And so their feeling is that even though you have the best thing in mind for them, they feel like they do too. They feel like their idea for themselves is better. And they're also having a hard time though, even seeing your perspective. And so I feel like it's creating these communication blockages as well. Is there anything else I want to clarify? Why is the sun here? The Page of Pentacles. It's like they're kind of staying in a whimsical. So like it's almost like this energy of Peter Pan. Like I don't want to grow up. I don't want responsibilities. Like I don't want to have to think about that yet. Like there's almost an energy of that, of like them not wanting to grow up or make certain decisions because it's like they don't want to do that yet. And there's a clear theme here of you wanting to push towards more traditional, more commitment, more structure. And it's like this person almost isn't ready to grow up, or they feel that they have to fight for their like it's like they don't want to work over summer. Like it's like that energy, which is like, I don't know why I keep getting these like younger metaphors, but it could even just be that like, with the sun being here, it's like this person doesn't want to have it's the same exact energy of this person being like, no, like this summer I don't want to get a job. And then their mom is like, no, you know what, for your future, like you do really want to get a job because when it comes time to apply for your jobs after college, like they're gonna want to have to see that you've been doing work over the summer. It's going to be something to put in your resume. Why is the Devil's energy here? But this person's like, I don't want to think about that yet. I just want to have fun. I just want to like live without any cares. And like you're the one who's seeing the practical aspects of that. Again, the sun. So yeah, I just think what's going on is this, and then the Eight of Cups. There may be certain things that this person do that are not really good for them, or it's like this energy of like maybe doing self-destructive things, maybe hanging out with the wrong people, maybe indulging in like festivals, like drinking, like whatever it could be, like whatever vices this person pulls, they may actually not be very healthy for them, and it may be something that's kind of pushing them off their path. But even though it's fun in the short term, it's kind of like keeping them young or keeping them from fulfilling their potential. And yeah, it's like certain things that this person doesn't want to walk away from, but that aren't good for them. And it's like this person is refusing to see that there is potentially certain things very much wrong with those things that they're enjoying. Whatever it is, going to be different for all of you. I feel like you guys will know because there's an energy with the Exorcist here of knowing, because freeing yourself of destructive impulses. There's some sort of destructive impulses, fill in the blank, that this person has that they see as fine, like they want to fight for that. They don't want to see your perspective on it. They want to fight that they're doing the right thing here, that they're not like out of control is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I'm going to pull some other cards now. What order did I go in? I'll get these. How is pile number 2, or oh my gosh, why do I keep saying that? Maybe you have messages in pile number 2. I don't know. But for pile number 1, what is pile number 1's person feeling right now? We have good things. It's like, I just want to have fun. Like, man, like, maybe you're just not looking for that. We have slimy. They may think you're jealous or something. Yeah, no one is yours but you. They may feel that you're trying to control them, or they may feel that if they give in to like your point of view that they will be controlled. But there's this strong independent and rebellious energy where they may even do things that are kind of shady just to kind of like shade you, or like there's just this energy coming through this person being like, I'm all good. I'm good. Like, I don't know why you think there's something wrong with me. And it's like, you're just trying to help them, right? You literally just want to help them. But this person's almost interpreting it like you're jealous of their fun or you're trying to control them for the purpose of your ego. But it's very much not true. You're trying to help them and you're wanting the best for this person. But unfortunately, it feels like this person is feeling like they have to assert their independence, cornucopia again. There's a lot of energy coming through of like this person just thinking that they're already on the right path. Like they don't need that assistance. Again, the one that needs to control can't be caught. There's this energy of this person feeling like they're on the run, right? Like they're the ones having fun. And then you're over here with this energy of just like, dude, like I am looking out for your safety. Like I'm literally looking out for your safety. Like, and it just hurts you, I think, because I think you care about this person a lot and you truly care for their safety. You care for their well-being. You care for their future. And if it's a love relationship, you care for the relationship here. And this person is obviously disrespect. If this was my significant other, actually, let's not get me into this. I'm going to say that what's really unfortunate if this is a romantic situation is that I feel like you're literally coming through with the like best intentions and this person's really not willing to see that. And they're even projecting things onto you that are just not true about your intentions for wanting to help them. And I just think that you're seeing things very truthfully, but it's like this person isn't really willing to like step up right now. They're willing to see your perspective, see a wider range of perspective, see a perspective outside of their own. They feel like, they don't want to settle into, there's this energy of, I don't want to grow up. Like, I don't want to decide what my major is. I don't want to decide what my job's going to be. Like, I just want to keep going at life like I don't really have to worry about the more serious things. That's this person's energy. Yeah. Where did I put my water? I get some more. And again, it's skewed though, because like even from my perspective here, it just feels like this person, it feels like they're the ones that are really projecting and coming from their ego right now, but it does feel like it's because they're still growing up in some sort of a way. And it's just unfortunate, because it's almost like this person will eventually understand where you were coming from, but it might take time. Such a feisty energy. All right. Pile number one's person. Clean it up. Yeah. Okay. Like, I feel like this is spirit speaking now. Like this person, I feel like this person's aware that you're trying to help them. I don't know if there's like drugs involved. Like it doesn't have to be that, but it could just be like, it's time for this person clearly to clean up their life. And there's almost this energy of denial that they have, that they're doing anything wrong. Like, it's like, no, I'm doing perfectly fine. Don't mind me. Like, I'm following my heart. You know what? Like, what's wrong with that? And it's like, okay, like you can follow your heart without doing destructive things to yourself, or maybe they're even destructing relationships. It's like they're doing, because of their act, they're not cleaning up their act, they're not doing something. It's like they're jeopardizing the relationship. And I feel like they know that you're asking them to clean it up, but they're taking this very defensive act about it because they don't want to look at the things that they maybe should actually be changing. Instead, they're going to project onto you that they are, that you are being controlling, or that you want this for your own good, that you're jealous of them, which just makes no sense. We also have breathe here. I'm not sure. I'm going to get a tarot card for why the breathe came out. So for pile number one's feelings or thoughts, why is this coming through? Temperance, Queen of Cups. Okay. And they view you. So basically what's coming through is their feelings for you. Again, they're seeing you as very zen. The truth is coming out that this person knows that you're coming from a very balanced place with this temperance. It's like this childish energy of really knowing deep down that you are coming from a very wholesome place. Look at that Queen of Cups again with that temperance and that breathe card. That's why it came out, is they see you as very much balanced and nurturing and strong. They know you're strong, and that came through as well. And it's almost like just by interacting with you, or just by having this relationship with you, you trigger them, because I think you highlight the things that they do need to clean up, or the toxic traits, the shadow aspects of this person. The shadow, the devil's here because of the shadow. This person doesn't want to look at their shadow, and I feel like naturally in juxtaposition to you, like literally in comparison to you, it's like you almost directly highlight where this person needs to grow. And so there's this very opposite energy to you guys where it's like, yeah, there's just this very opposite pole energy to you guys. And it's like, you're coming through with this patience, like invest wisely, make decisions where you're thinking about how that's going to impact your future. And it's like this person, it's coming through that this person does know that there's wisdom within that, but they're projecting, they're trying to not like acknowledge it in a way, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right, let's get an archetype card. It's like they're thinking that like this, there's almost this energy too of like, okay, like, well, if you don't want to do it my way, then I'll build it my own way and I'll show you that what I'm doing makes sense, right? Yeah, they think they can have their cake and eat it too, and they're not understanding how someone wanting to genuinely support them and partner with them is not someone trying to control them. And I think this person just has wounds around feeling like they're being controlled or something, feeling like they have to always assert themselves in a certain way. But the way they feel about you, they feel like you are someone who has your shit under control, literally, and they feel like you are encouraging them to do the same, and they don't really like that because they don't want to do that right now. All right, pile number one. What archetype works in with how pile number one's person is feeling here? We have the hero. It says so. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment, escapism, and a false sense of heroism. Yeah, and there is this energy here of this person being like, I don't need your help. Like, I don't need you to save me. Yeah, and so I almost feel like you're someone I feel like who has really empowered yourself. And you're maybe someone who likes to help the people around you. You support the people around you to grow into their best selves, and you're very nurturing as a person. You've walked the fire yourself, I feel, and it's almost like this person is having this distorted energy of not seeing how you are trying to inspire them and help them to get into this personal empowerment. But it's almost like, also, I feel like okay, actually how I feel, they really feel that Spirit's giving me this card because it's the shadow attribute. It's this devil thing. Escapism, a false sense of heroism. Literally, this person feels like they are empowered. They feel like they are doing everything right. Remember, that's what's coming through. But it's really a sense of escapism. And so I think this came out for Spirit to just objectively really highlight like where this person's coming from, what's going on here, is that this person thinks that they're on this journey. They think they're doing the right thing. They think they're fighting the right fight. But truly, a lot of times this person is doing things that are short-term happiness, devil energy, escapism, and they're not really being empowered. And it's like this person doesn't want to admit that, doesn't want to see that in this situation. So I feel like overall what's going on here, WTF is going on, is you're coming through very genuinely with genuine concern, being hurt by this person's actions, being hurt by this person's sporadicness, caring to support this person, wanting the best for them, but also feeling like you're recognizing that this person isn't really coming through in the way that you thought they would. And maybe you even fell for this in the beginning. Maybe this person's false sense of heroism, maybe they came through as someone who's very interested in, self-empowerment, or you were very inspired by that yang energy. Like maybe you did like a lot of things about this person, but it's almost like the more closer you look at them, the more you see this shapeshifter energy of like, oh wow, like actually you have a lot of things that you don't really look at in yourself. You actually don't really look at things. And you can, when someone challenges it, you're likely to fight and project that they're the one with the issue, So yeah, okay. I'm going to get one last oracle here. Yeah, we have movement. And it's like this person feels like they're constantly on the move too. It's like, and then we have defeat at the back of the deck. And so there is this energy of this person staying on the move, continuing to fill their life with escapism and things that make themselves feel momentarily better, new paths. They may even be trying to like start new opportunities, to not acknowledge what's going on between you two and what errors they made within this connection overall is what I'm getting. So yeah. So for the extended reading, I'm going to go into where this connection is headed in the future, where it's going, what you can expect from it, I would say in the next 3 months, and then in the next like 6 to 8 months. We're going to look at 2 different time periods in the future where this connection is at. We're going to get a lot of advice for you from Spirit about this connection. We'll also be getting messages from this person's higher self, whatever they want you to know. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, I will have it linked underneath the timestamps for this video. If not, thank you so much for being here. That's totally fine. I really appreciated connecting with your energy. I loved doing this reading. So if you got something out of it, please do hit the like button. It really supports my channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought, how you guys resonated, and subscribe so you do not miss the next pick a card reading. Have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Selenite Heart Crystal and the Moon Power Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at what is going on in the connection that you currently have on your mind. We're going to be looking at both your viewpoint and your person's viewpoint on this relationship, your guys' feelings, and I'm going to try to give a read on what's going on in your connection. We will be doing an extended reading. I will be intuitively picking the topic, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. But for now, we're going to start off with your perspective. I ended up doing this halfway through in pile number 1, but I found that getting an archetype card was helpful for me. So I've already pre-pulled those for you guys. I'm going to leave this one flipped over for now. Just to be transparent, I have already looked at them because I am still learning the meanings of each one, but I'm just going to leave it this way just until we get into the energy. But for you guys, I pulled the Warrior. So we're going to start off with your energy here, and we're going to look at how you are currently feeling towards your person and really the connection from your perspective right now. And then we'll spend a little bit extra time on your person's side. So Spirit, for pile number 2, tap me into their energy. How is pile number 2 currently feeling towards their person? Just gonna raise my chair a little bit. All right. Pile number 2's thoughts and feelings. Ace of Pentacles coming out first. The Eight of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. Wow. So the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. King of Cups here. The Knight of Cups. And the Two of Cups here. Okay. Four of Swords at the back of the deck. I'm just going to put this off to the side, but I'm going to start tapping in here. So there's an energy here of you being very focused on your person. With the Warrior here, as soon as I got the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, there was a feeling of focus on your person and an energy of go-getter. Like you have a very go-getter energy towards this person, and I feel like you see this person as an opportunity, something that can grow. Okay, I feel like you feel a deep connection with this person. You feel like this person is emotionally deep. You may feel sometimes like you want to get more out of them, or it's like there's a feeling here of wanting maybe you're not waiting, but you are trying to push forward some sort of love offer or some sort of it's like you guys want to solidify your guys' feelings. It's like you want to express your feelings for this person, or you want this person to express your feelings towards you, because we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which makes me feel like there is an opportunity here. It's like that beginning stage of like opportunity with this person, or it's already been an option. And it's almost just like this feeling of with the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be someone who is careful with their emotions and is someone who is very balanced, right? Very balanced emotionally. And so even though there may be like an underlying feeling of an unspoken attraction towards each other, or just like there's clearly a connection here, right? And there's with the Two of Cups, it's like you see this person as someone you really can relate with, someone you want to share your emotions with this person. I feel like you want to go deeper, and I feel like you want to grow this relationship. And with the Warrior here, it feels like you're very focused on it too. It seems like when you like a certain person, or your heart is set on something, it's almost like you can get a little bit of tunnel vision on this person sometimes. And you're very eager is how I feel too. You're very eager to see how this could unfold. You're someone who follows your heart. You're someone who is comfortable in their heart space. Like I feel like you're someone who's comfortable with expressing your emotions when you're very sure about someone. And so I feel like you're very sure about this person, or you're very sure that you want to explore more within this relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna get a sip of water. All right. So I'm going to get some clarifiers. They did it for the last pile. So just want to dig in a little bit deeper to your perspective on this relationship. It's like you really feel a lot for this person. I feel like this person makes you feel very excited. Like there's an exciting energy to this pile. There's an excitement about finding this person or having met this person. There's a deep feeling of soul recognition here as well. And it's just like this like golden opportunity. You're very excited about it, I feel like too. Yeah. All right. So why is the Ace of Pentacles here, Spirit? What is the Ace of Pentacles telling us in this reading? Yeah, the Four of Wands. It's like you feel like there's a real opportunity for something substantial here, something of not just like something fleeting. It's not like this like situationship. It's like you feel like there'd be a real possibility of building a foundation. This person feels familiar to you on some level, or you really feel like this person, there's real potential here, right? Real potential for, home energy, like comfort and foundation and stability with them is how I feel. It's almost like you're just like, come on, let's get going. Let's rev things up. Like I'm ready. Why is the King of Cups here? Yeah, there's that Seven of Swords. Maybe there's a feeling of this. There's an energy here of you wanting more confirmation from this person about their feelings for you, because you see the potential. You see the potential, but it's almost like you want this to shift forward, or because the Eight of Wands can talk about like a movement forward, right? Things shifting. It can also talk about messages. That's why I'm getting that Knight of Cups, and almost wanting a message to come through to solidify this person's feelings, because there now is potentially a feeling here of feeling like 95% sure about this person, feeling like they are a kindred soul, feeling like there is an opportunity. But also maybe a part of you, the Seven of Swords, is maybe wants to just know that you can trust this person, wants to know that like what you're feeling is real, like everything that you're an optimist. Like I feel like there's an optimism about this relationship, but I feel like a part of you does want the confirmation, basically, because with the Seven of Swords here, it's telling me that this person may be strategic in the way they speak with you. Maybe this person isn't super open with their emotions with you, and so there's almost a feeling of feeling intuitively that there is this connection, but almost this relationship still being maybe in the beginning stages, or feeling like there's more that needs to be at least seated within the 3D, like maybe go on more dates, or like you guys actually send messages to each other instead of like, for example, some sort of energetic like you feel familiar to me, like I have an instant love for you, because energy would speak anyways, right? Like let's say you met this person, you wouldn't even have to exchange too many words to feel like an energetic connection with this person. So I just almost feel like there's a desire to make sure that this person's intentions, there's a hope that this person's intentions will be pure and will be of value, that they will be willing to share emotionally with you, that they will be wanting something more serious here. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Page of Swords. Yeah, and you just may be very curious about this person, or it's like you may be still trying to get information about them. Again, there's an energy here of waiting for a message, or trying to figure out if this person's messages to you, what they mean. Like, does this person want a relationship? You may feel like you get inklings from this person that they are like romantically interested in you, but there may be a part of you that just wants to solidify it again. But with the Page of Swords, it's like you're curious. You're like trying to learn more about this person, trying to see if it's like, or maybe things are still at the beginning stage. Like maybe things are still flirty. Like I'm getting just like with the pages, it makes me feel like this relationship hasn't developed too much, unless I'm looking at this at a past energy. But and maybe I'm saying that because maybe for some of you guys, this is how it started with the person you're thinking about. But we'll figure out more as well. Why is the Two of Cups here for pile number 2? Okay, Three of Swords. Okay, And so when it comes to love, I'm getting that with the Three of Swords being here. Maybe you've had your heart broken. I feel like it's not by this person now. I'm just getting that it's like, when it comes to relationships, you know, you may feel like very sure about people, but maybe in the past you've like figured out that certain people weren't really like having the best intentions. And so there's an energy here of you being like this optimist, you being this person that like likes to figure things out, likes to push things forwards in this relationship, in relationships in general. But I feel like it has gotten you into trouble, like maybe being someone that like kind of likes to just like move things along, right? And so maybe it has led in the past to heartbreak, or this feeling of, you know, maybe I should have sussed this person out a little bit longer before I decided having to, before I realized like I have feelings for them. Because the Knight of Cups can be this very dreamy energy, like this energy that's like very much follows their heart, maybe sometimes a little bit too much, at the exception of like not seeing things logically. So pile number 2, I feel like you guys are the types of people who can catch feelings, and then you, or it's not that you catch feelings for a lot of people, it's that when you do catch feelings, you really like catch feelings, you know? And you don't like to feel restricted. You don't like to feel held back. I feel like you're just very open. I feel like you want a very open communication, like path with this person, but maybe they're making it difficult. We'll look into their energy a little bit more, but I'm just going to straighten this because really it's a little bit crooked. There we go. But we're going to get some more oracle cards and see what else is going on. Pile 1's energy towards this connection. How do they feel? What are pile 1's feelings towards this connection? We have no one is yours but you. Someone soon. Your light. Yeah, and I feel like you guys have a very bright light. We also have labyrinth. And so if you're not talking with this person, or I feel like there's an energy here of maybe communication, maybe sometimes you wish there was more, because I feel like there's a feeling here maybe of really wanting to combine forces with this person. And because you have such a bright light, and because you're someone who's so like genuine and has good intentions for situations, I feel like that's where you've gotten your heart broken in the past. But there's a part of you that's a romantic at heart. Like you guys are coming through really strong romantic at heart energy. I feel like you guys are looking for your like person that you'll marry. I feel like you're someone who probably would be interested in some sort of, it doesn't have to be something super traditional, but I do feel like in the set you do like the sense of tradition that is finding like your forever person, or in a sense of like romance, right? Like the idea of like the one, like finding the one and stuff. And again, there could be a feeling of like, I hope I'm not lying to myself with the Seven of Swords too. I hope I'm not seeing this incorrectly, you know, because I feel like sometimes you can project your own light out onto other people and then maybe see things that are more positive, you know, just because you're radiating that positive energy. But you may be trying also to remind yourself that no one is yours but you, or there's an energy here of like knowing that sort of maybe jumping in too quickly in the past has been an issue. And so there's almost a part of you that's trying to remind yourself of having boundaries. I feel like the Four of Swords is here too. So you may be giving this person space, or trying to give this person space, but at your core, you really want more to happen. Like you really want more communication with this person, but you're also trying to protect your energy a little bit, because I feel like you've learned from something in the past here. But I feel like you like to have someone you're focused on, you know, with the Warrior there. I also just heard, should I stay or should I go now? So I don't know if that has a relevance here. What else for pile number 2 towards their person? We have by the book. There we go, though. Is that, again, maybe this is like a feeling of wanting this person to like court you, or wanting this person to, it's like you want a traditional thing with this person, honestly. Like I feel like that's just confirming that. But there may be a part of you that it's like you're waiting for this person to court you or something, or you're waiting for this person to give you more information. We have new life. Yeah, and so you may be, again, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be like a new opportunity, someone new. It may be that you've been waiting for someone also. There's energy here of like, maybe have recently you've been in like a winter time period in your life, and now things are speeding up again. And I feel like you become more aware of your energy and your light. but I feel like you've been waiting for, I feel like you have someone you're manifesting in your mind. I feel like you're trying to manifest a partner that you could build a foundation with, someone who's trustworthy, someone, someone who's really trustworthy and deep, because maybe in the past, even with the Seven of Swords here and the King of Cups, what I'm getting is you want someone who's very genuine, emotionally very genuine, someone who feels very deeply, someone that you can put your guard down around. Because I feel like there's been people in the past that maybe have taken advantage of your kindness or your openness. But it's kind of like you're in this new chapter, I feel like, and you may be looking at this person like a new opportunity. How we have time for a nap. Yeah, so I do feel like you guys have been in regeneration mode. So I'm kind of getting I'm getting a couple of messages right now, but I'm going to just leave it a little bit open, because I feel like, just to help you guys know whether or not this is your pile, I feel like you've been needing to look for opportunities in love that are going to bring stability, consistency, and a foundation. And I feel like you're now manifesting a more traditional type person, because maybe in the past you had people that were not looking for something traditional, and you kind of, maybe you let that slide, and then you realize like, oh, you know what, actually maybe I do really want someone who's gonna like kind of court me and be really traditional with me, and like, kind of treat me like a lady, or a man, or like a guy, like just treat, you know what I mean? It's like that. It could go either way, even if you're a man or a woman. There's just an energy here of kind of deciding that you want something more emotionally available. Like maybe in the past there were emotionally unavailable people, and that ended up breaking your heart. Like you really want someone who's going to be on your emotional level here. And we'll see more what this has to do with this person when we look at their side. But I'm getting that this person, it feels like this could be someone that's new, or maybe someone from your past, but I'll see when I look at their energy more. Okay, we also have not for you at the back of the deck. And so this could be someone who wasn't fitting into this new energy of what you want. And so there may be an energy of waiting for this person to turn into them. That was the second message I was getting. So for some of you guys, I feel like this person could be someone that you're trying to leave behind, because they weren't really bringing you the fulfillment in love that you're really looking for. Maybe you're starting to realize that. You're starting to kind of learn a little bit more about what you want in love, and how you can go about it to not get hurt. So this is either someone that you're waiting for more information on to see whether or not they can fit into this category, or it's a new person. So that's what I'm getting. But I do feel like there's some situation maybe that you had to realize wasn't in your best interest. So that could either be in the recent past, or it could be like the tail end of this relationship. So I'm picking up on. But it does feel like you're in a time period of rest right now. And it's almost like you're ready for things to be exciting again. But I also feel like Spirit's giving you the message of like maybe slowing down right now, and kind of working on your own stability, working on your own sense of self, because maybe that got you hurt in the past, right? Maybe ended up in codependent situations sometimes too. We have Wizard of Awareness. Yeah, it's like I feel like you're bringing more awareness to your love life, and the way that you go about it, and the types of people that you are giving your energy. I feel like you've kind of been learning more about yourself, honestly, and what you want and what you need in relationships to be happy, and what didn't hit that. But yeah, Magic Prayer, it's also this energy of solitude at the back of the deck again. So yeah, I do feel like some of you guys may have been on your own for some time, or Spirit's been pushing you to spend some time in your own energy to learn a little bit more about yourself, so you don't kind of get into this under a spell energy with people. And to kind of learn to tend to your own light and learn your own worth. I feel like you're in a journey like that right now. And I feel like with this Magic Prayer, you're just in this energy of wishing for this person. There's like a new opportunity here. You either want this to be a new opportunity, or it is. And it's like you're just wishing that it will fit into the framework of what you've been creating for yourself, or what you've been hoping for, and maybe you spend some time sad and heartbroken from someone too. But it's really kind of shaken up the way that you go about relationships and things like that. All right, so now let's look at your person that you're in this with. We have the underworld and the animal coming out. So let's get some more information on this person. I'm going to use the Light Seers tarot deck. Give it a good shuffle. I'm curious who this person is to you. I have some ideas based on this, but I'm going to get some cards before I go into it. All right, Spirit. Now talk to me about pile number 2's person. What is their feelings and energy towards pile number 2? The High Priestess. The Empress. Ooh. The Star. And I saw the Star wanting to come out. Wow. So this is like a really cute energy so far. I feel like this person has been going through their own sort of dark night of the soul with the underworld being here, where it's like they've been learning about the things that we don't like to think about. It's like this person seems to be acquainted with that, you know, and so it's almost like they're looking at you like this beacon of light or this potential to heal. And maybe this person has gone through their own tower moments recently, and it's like, you know, wow. So it's like this person just, okay, I'm going to get a couple more cards before I start articulating, but let's get some more. We have the Wheel. They're seeing you as a blessing. They're seeing you as giving them a lot of hope and softness. They see you so beautifully. Like, the first off, they think you're extremely beautiful. And this girl like looks like the same girl in all of these. So maybe you guys have like brown hair. You don't have to, but like longer brown hair. I'm like seeing it. You guys may just kind of radiate sort of like divine feminine energy. With the High Priestess, the Empress, and then the Star being here, it's like they see you as this, like, honestly, this angel, like this like new hope in their life. They feel like they've hit the jackpot. They feel like they feel like they've been going through it, honestly. And so I feel like with this Wheel here, it's like they feel like you're a blessing, or their fortune is changing positively. What else? The Tower, yeah. Again, there was some sort of tower moment in this person's life. I'm hearing you came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. And then the Fool. Yeah, wow. 8 of Pentacles. How are they feeling in this connection? How are they feeling towards this person? The Moon. So many major arcanas in the Emperor and the Empress. Wow. Wow. Okay. So I feel like meeting you, something about you is causing a tower moment for them, which is like, I just want to say first off, the feelings are mutual of this like 2 of Cups energy. This energy of feeling like there's like this like soul connection between you guys, or this feeling of deep connection, like spiritual, like unspoken, like, you know, I was kind of saying that. So maybe there was this like weird moment when you guys first met each other, or like love at first sight, something like that. But there's this energy here of like, feel this person maybe having been drowning again. Like, this person seemed to have been going through a dark night of the soul where they were in their own underworld, which the underworld is Pluto energy, which is all about the nightmares, the things we stuff underneath in the dark that we don't want to look at, all of our shadows, like shadow work. And so there's an energy here of you. This person has been doing the work on themselves with the 8 of Pentacles. This person's really been has really been working hard towards within their own inner work. They've been doing the work. They've been doing the alchemy within themselves to overcome maybe some of their own shadows. Maybe it has to do with the animal, or like their impulses, things. It's like this person's been getting to know their true selves and has been integrating the good and the bad side, which is a very good thing that this person's doing that. And so I feel like this person, it's like also, it's like with the High Priestess here, there's a feeling of this person maybe manifesting you. I feel like you guys have been manifesting each other. And I feel like they've known that they want this new opportunity with this Empress. And it's like, I feel like when they met you, it's like you fit the bill. You fit the exact image of what this person wanted. And I feel like this person was hoping for someone like you. So I feel like you're a wish fulfillment, but not only your wish fulfillment, there's something eerie about it to this person where it's like, it's almost extending their belief in like spirituality in the universe and like soulmates and things. It's like this person knew you before they knew you, before they maybe met you, and they knew that you're what they wanted, and they wanted this new opportunity. They wanted a new opportunity with an Empress, right? Which is how they're seeing you. And it's like they wanted to work off some sort of karma or work off some sort of shadow energy so they could renew, so they could go on a new cycle that isn't burdened with their old like BS basically. And so this person's been on this journey of doing shadow work. So like looking at the truth of like the things that they don't want to see about themselves, the patterns that get them into trouble, like the things that, you know, we all have those things. And it's like this person's really been working on integrating it into themselves so they no longer are a toxic part of their life. And so I almost just feel like when they met you, it's almost shocking for them because it's like this is exactly what they've been doing the work for. But it's shocking for them in like a good way. It's like in a way that like is verifying their faith. Like I feel like you're someone that's like literally verifying your faith, which is beautiful and amazing. And I love that the Emperor is here because this person maybe has been working towards Emperor status, or you know what I mean, like working on becoming a well-rounded divine masculine energy. And so I feel like there is like divine counterpart energy here, but it doesn't have to be specifically that. It's almost like a coming together though, is how I feel, where it's like this person, it's like you've changed everything, but it's not even like they're attributing it all to you. It's more like you are the external representation of what they've been doing internally, and it's like they've been opening the door to new cycles with the Fool here because of the work they've been doing. And it's like they've been wishing and hoping, and they feel like their luck is finally changing basically. And so they see you as such a blessing, and they feel such a connection with you. Yeah, wow. It's like very deep. It's coming through very deep, you guys. It's like they see life differently. This person would have recently just like been going through it though, you know? And so I don't know, that could be confirmation if you know that, but with the King of Cups coming through here, it's possible this person hasn't opened up about that. Yeah, it's just like a shock to this person like how much their intuition was right. And maybe this person's learning to integrate their more feminine energy. And it's almost like by doing this, maybe it's creating more opportunities because they're more well-rounded now. And it's almost like, whoa, like what? It's kind of a mind fuck, like honestly, like I feel like that for this pile. It's like this person feels just like literally what? Like, but look at these. I like how this tower has all these butterflies, and it's like for me, I'm like taking this tower moment as like very powerful, very transformational, and very beautiful. And it has to do with you, and it has to do with like a deeper picture of what's going on in this person's own spiritual journey. And they've been working towards this new beginning. And so in some ways you guys may be mirroring each other a little bit, because I feel like you also have been going through a time period where you've been like on your own with the Four of Swords there. Solitude was there. Maybe you've been kind of trying to follow the rules. Yeah, with by the book here too, it's almost that you maybe were maybe you kind of kept on like trying to do a shortcut with like relationships, or maybe you would do things in relationships that you knew maybe weren't healthy or something, and then like you would hope that you wouldn't like fish in someone who's like not high quality through doing that. But then it's kind of like I feel like you're learning how to play by the rules of the universe, and like learning that like what you put out is what you're going to get back, you know, and kind of learning how to play the game of like the universe and love. I feel like you guys are going through that. And it's almost like you guys are learning how to see your own light instead of waiting for someone else to show it to you, you know. And in the past, maybe that's something that you guys did, which I completely understand that energy. But it's like almost like you guys are growing in your own divine masculine, which is like the solar plexus energy. And I feel like with this no one is yours but you, that's maybe something that got you into trouble in the past, because maybe you self-sacrificed like your standards or your needs in order to like in order to secure someone, right? Or in order to feel seen and get the validation from someone. Maybe you would betray yourself in a way by not asserting your needs or your boundaries in situations. And so I kind of feel like you've gotten your heart broken through doing it that way. And so I almost feel like now you're like looking for the real deal, because you've been spending more time in your own energy, and like you're just trusting in the universe now to like, now that you've been leveling up also, it's almost like you're trusting the universe to bring what you're supposed to get in for yourself, you know. And through this rest time period, you've been doing it. I'm hearing something similar to this person. It's like you've been doing the work in that rest time period. It's what you needed to kind of, I feel like, to take a break, and so you can get a higher awareness of the reason why things unfolded in the past. Like, I feel like you had to look back at some of your other relationships and look at your own behavior, and that's also shadow work, right? And so I feel like you guys have been doing some form of that as well. And so I feel like the Seven of Swords is more about learning the areas in which sometimes we lie to ourselves about things because it's like our subconscious, where we're kind of conditioned, or it's something we learned from childhood. So it's super hard to see when we're sabotaging ourselves, kind of like down the lines of that energy. So yeah, let's get further though into your person's energy towards you and to look more at what's going on from their perspective. Pile number 2 is person, Spirit. We have One Ring Circus, Dry Desert, and Mountain. Wow. And so I almost feel like, though, and then Storm Fields. Yeah, I feel like this person has been going through a lot. And I feel like they've been in this energy of being in a One Ring Circus, or feeling like they had to do everything alone in a way. And with the Dry Desert here, I feel like this person's been very deprived of like support and love. Like, I feel like this person's just been going through it. I feel like the Dry Desert is here because this person has been building up their own strength and like learning how to navigate challenges in a more not making things harder for themselves. But don't get me wrong, this person has been going at things alone without much support, and they've been learning how to climb their own mountains in a more efficient way. And so it's almost like this person's been gaining in strength and gaining in competence is what I'm getting. And so maybe this is also a part of the reason why this person isn't super open yet to you, because this person may be used to going at things alone, or like used to kind of keeping things, to themselves. So I feel like with this Tower and the High Priestess, I feel like that this is coming through because I feel like this person hasn't opened up very much about what's kind of fallen apart in their life. And so I feel like this person has been like isolated by the universe to learn how to nourish themselves and nourish their feminine energy and nourish their receiving energy, things like that. But I just feel like this person, you guys are kind of similar. It's like kind of a similar energy in a way, but this person has really been hasn't opened up to too many people about what they've been through is another thing. It's like they've kind of had to weather this by themselves. And through that, I feel like they've grown a lot, honestly, into learning how to manifest and learning how to flow through their obstacles in life and not cause bigger problems from their obstacles, basically, is like what the mountain is about. But I want to get some more oracles. How is pile number 2's person feeling towards them about this connection? We have Clean It Up, Time to Go, Truth Be Told at the back of the deck as well. Interesting. So with this Clean It Up energy here, there could be a feeling of this person feeling like they have a lot to figure out. And okay, so for some of you guys, like, I don't want you guys to underestimate the love that this person feels for you and the intensity of this connection, honestly. But there is a potential that this person oh my gosh, you know what's even also possible is it's possible that this person, when they met you, you may have been a catalyst for shadow work for this person also. So you guys, if you've already known this person, I feel like this person was extremely impacted by you, okay? To a point where I feel like it literally was a catalyst for their transformation and their shadow work. And it may be that right now this person feels a distance to you and feels like they had to go, or maybe if this person hasn't been communicating with you, or if you've been like waiting for this person, it's almost this energy of this person feeling like they are working towards a future with you, or they are wanting that in the future. But there's an energy of, for right now, this person feeling like they have to do this alone, or they have to pick up their own life, because it's like they've come to these truths about themselves that it's like honestly only they can handle it. And so if you've been feeling blocked off from this person, you guys may be waiting for a new opportunity with them. It could even be that, because I'm almost getting that there's no way you just met this person. I feel like you know this person. But I feel like something to do with this connection, within their current energy, it's like they're seeing you as on this new path. If anything, they're seeing that you've been working on yourself. You've been doing all this work, and it's almost like the universe has plummeted them into some sort of shadow work. And I feel like, what's interesting is that you would think it'd be a positive thing when I say like, oh, like this person felt like there was a tower moment when they met you, because there's something about them having wanted you, and they had been wanting you, they had been manifesting you. But once they got you, it's almost like they had to alchemize so much or something like that. It's almost like they didn't really know the work they'd have to do in order to be compatible with their counterpart. You know what I mean? And so I almost feel like there's an energy here of this person running away like Cinderella, because I'm getting like a Cinderella reference of almost like there's this like magical meeting of you two, but then there's a feeling of realizing there's so much to do or so much to change, you know what I mean, before they're ready for union. Yeah, and so this is like deeper, more complicated than I was expecting. I'm gonna get a sip of water. But it's almost like this person is learning they have to overcome some sort of shadow aspect of themselves before they can come back to you or come towards you. But it's like, regardless, this person has had a deep shock in meeting you as well. Yeah, and look at that yang as well. It's almost like this person was subconsciously manifesting you. And when they did, I feel like it was like a chain reaction here. But yeah, you just may be waiting for some sort of opportunity with this person. And it's like you may just be like waiting for them, like hurry up or something like that. Because if this is someone from your past, I'm almost getting that it's like you still feel such a deep connection with them, and it's like you want this to renew. And it's like this is like your prayer, this is your wish, is for this person to come through, you know? Because I feel like you feel such a deep connection with this person and you want to build with them. But at the same time, I also feel like you know that you don't want to fool yourself or delude yourself about this person. So it could have just been like, I hope this hasn't been too confusing. I know it probably has been a little bit confusing, but hopefully you guys are able to pick up on what I'm saying. I'm going to get an archetype card for how you're feeling about your person and vice versa. So how is pile 2's person seeing, how is pile 2 seeing their person? How is pile number 2 seeing their person? We have detective, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. How is pile number 2's person seeing pile number 2? Artist. Yeah, and they're seeing you in this very inspiring light, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. You've like elicited some sort of like transformation in this person. With the detective here, it's almost like, I feel like this is more of your energy. I feel like you're watching this person, or there's an energy here of wanting more information. That was what was coming through, was like great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. It's like with that with this Page of Swords, like you're trying to learn about this person. You're trying to understand like what's going on with them. And so you're like kind of waiting to get more information on them, you know, like you want to understand more about this person, like what's going on with them. It could also be that you feel like this person is secretly watching you, or like you may feel like they secretly watch you or secretly like care about you, but like they don't make it known, because there was just this energy coming through where you feel like this person, there's a lot of love and you want this person to express something to you, and you feel like their attention's on you, but like you don't know for sure, because maybe this person hasn't said anything about it because they're going through their own turmoil right now. Like they're so deep within their own cave of like needing to get through this, but they see the light. Like they know what they're doing now. They understand what process is going on, but I just feel like they're not ready yet to come towards you. Like they're not ready. They're not in that energy where they're going to be able to be what you need for them. And so there's almost this energy of you maybe, you waiting for them, you kind of being in this resting time period, being like, hey, like, where are you? And it's like this person is like Cinderella running away until they feel worthy, honestly. So it's like maybe this person feels like they have to do a bunch to feel worthy of you. They feel like they're seeing clearly certain things about themselves. And so they're doing the internal work to make the dream work. It's like they're putting the work in to make the dream work, which is they do want union with you, but they've uncovered these truths about themselves that are really diving them deep into this moon energy and this shadow work that they've been doing. And so for right now, it may feel to this person like there may be more work to do, or there's too many barriers at this point for them to come towards you, is kind of what I'm getting. So yeah, sorry that took me a second to get there, but that's what I would say overall I'm getting. Inside looking out, yeah. And I feel like this person maybe is watching you, or feels like they can, that's all they can do at this point. But they may feel that you're in this Fool energy, you know, but it's like they're still in this like, and I think the High Priestess is here with the Tower, because I feel like this, you may not know. I feel like the secret that you don't know is that this person is going through like a lot of ego death and like analyzation of their shadow, which is something I feel like they're keeping a secret from you, because they feel like in order to be worthy of you, they have to do this work. They have to do this healing, basically. So they're trying to heal is what I'm getting, in order to come towards you. We have Party Leader. Yeah, and they may be seeing the ways in which they were, it's like they're seeing subconscious patterns that they have that are like coping strategies. Oh my gosh, suppression of a star being by hands unworthy, and everything you need too soon. Yeah. So this person, and Slimy at the back of the deck, this person is really waking up to certain things that like, they're like cringing at themselves. They're starting to learn a lot more about the things that they do out of ego and the things that they do from fear. And I feel like this person may feel like they wronged you, or they may be just aware of like the people that they've kind of bulldozed over throughout their life. But with this everything you need too soon, I'm not surprised to see this, because that's the energy I'm getting. Is I feel like this person's running away because they don't feel worthy yet, or they maybe felt like because when you guys first met, they weren't ready for you. It's like they may have accidentally hurt you. And I feel like this person is seeing this truth. And you may have already like forgiven them, you know what I mean? But there's an energy here of maybe this person actually did hurt you, right? I was getting that it could have been someone else, but maybe it was this person. And so I feel like this person maybe is starting to see, like with this One Ring Circus, is starting to see the way in which maybe they are a little bit too independent, a little bit too proud, or leader like their masculine energy is too strong in a way. And so I feel like this person can sometimes has a hard time seeing other people as equals. They feel like they need to be the one that is leading everyone, and like this person maybe in the past really liked having people look up to them, and like their ego was driving their need to grow in the past, is what I'm getting. But I feel like they're starting to realize that through being this way, they may have been suppressing stars, and I feel like you're the star here. You're like a little star being. And this person is starting to see how by not being ready for you, by not having done the shadow work, they may have actually hurt you. And this is something that I don't even think they recognized in the moment. And so, yeah, I am getting this is probably someone that you did know then from your past. And it's like they're learning to do the work here. And so what's going on in this connection, if I had to give a summary, is that I feel like over here with your energy, with the Seven of Swords and the King of Cups, you're trying to figure out what was true and what wasn't true with this person. I feel like you still have hope for this person to come in, and you still want to build something with them. I feel like with Wizard of Awareness, it's like you're trying to figure out, like, is this person a good person? Is this, like, who are they? But I feel like you become more and more aware of how you have to protect your energy. And so I feel like you have been protecting your energy, but I also feel like you still want this person to come back. And so I almost feel like you're just trying to learn about this person right now too, like where you're like trying to get more information, trying to see if there is some sort of opportunity coming through. You're on this new chapter is how I feel. And so I feel like this person may have hurt you in the past, but it's like you still can't help but feel a connection to them. So that's what's going on your side. And on this person's side, it's really dense and intense. It's like this person, was operating in this energy with the animal in the underworld. They were doing certain things that were animalistic, or they were letting sometimes their lower nature or their fear-based energy basically with the animal to dictate their life. And it's almost like they didn't really recognize that their masculine energy was out of control. until they met you. And so I feel like in meeting you, it's like it was a catalyst for this person to do shadow work, and they're starting to see that the reason maybe you left too with this time to go, maybe you left this person even potentially, they're starting to see that the reason why you had to go and the reason, all of that was because of their own shadow side, and the fact that they weren't in this truthful, honest, authentic energy, and they maybe were acting from a place of ego, and because of that they weren't able to receive your energy. And so there's also this feeling of this person subconsciously manifesting you, or manifesting this Empress energy and wanting this opportunity with someone like you, but that once it got here, it's like they spat on it, like they literally didn't even know what to do with it. And so they're realizing the work and the healing work that they have to do, and I do feel like this person's doing that right now. Yeah, I feel like that's what this person is working on. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys so far for the YouTube reading. I'm just thinking about what I want to go into for the extended reading. Let's look at, for your person, I want to look at what their next moves in this connection are going to be, like what's their next energy going to be like towards you. And I want to get a secret from their higher self, what their higher self wants you to know, a secret from them, and then we'll get message cards and advice for you on the connection. So if that's something you want to look into or you're interested in, I'll have it linked underneath the timestamps. It'll say like extended reading link, and so you can go check it out there. If not, that's totally okay. Thank you so much for watching this part of the reading. I hope you got some sort of clarity. I know it took me a while to get there, but sometimes it's like that. So if it resonated, please do hit the like button. It really supports my videos, my channel, helps me be able to do what I'm doing. Leave a comment. I love to read them. I like your guys' feedback. So thank you guys for commenting, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next pick a card reading, and I hope to connect with you sometime soon. Hello, pile number 3, if you chose the Tattoo Tarot and the Black Obsidian Crystal, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at what is going on in the connection that you currently have on your mind. So there will be an extended reading for this where we will look into whatever I feel intuitively makes the most sense to continue looking at the end of the reading. So stay tuned for that if you are interested and you feel like it's resonating. But for now, we're going to do this in a you versus them style, where on the left side here, we will have your energy towards the connection, your perspective on it, your subjective energy, and then their subjective energy. We'll start with your energy, so you will be able to figure out whether or not it's resonating with you, whether or not you feel like it is, how you are perceiving things. I pre-pulled these oracle cards just before the reading because I am still learning the meaning, so I just wanted to look them up. For you, I got the mirror, and I'll reveal theirs when we go to their side. So I'm just going to use that as a supplement to the reading. So let's start off with your energy towards your person. So pile number 3. Pile number 3 is energy spirit. We have a couple coming out. So we have the 7 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So this is how you are seeing yourself in the connection. This is how you're viewing your person. See how you're viewing your person. 6 of Cups. What are your feelings towards the connection? Okay, that came in quickly. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, 2 aces. How you're viewing your person's feelings. 7 of Swords. Okay, let me just tilt this. It just looks like it's a little bit off. Right, let me just move some of my decks. Just did the last extended reading. Some of them are still in the way. All right, let's look at the recent past for the connection. 6 of Swords. All right, and then the hopes. We have the World. Okay. So for you guys, pile number 3. Let me take a second just to tune into your energy. Okay, so the way you're viewing yourself right now, you may be feeling like you're confused, and you may be looking for some sort of truth. It's like you're in this energy, I feel, of wanting to, it's like there's this strong yearning to understand this person in this connection, which makes sense as to why you're here. But it's like you're seeing yourself as being confused, and like you may feel like sometimes you are like, you may get this inkling that you understand exactly what's going on in this connection, how you feel about it, and you'll feel really strong about it. But then sometimes you'll run into a dead end and be like, oh, like that isn't actually true. And so you've been realizing that you may have jumped to certain conclusions within this connection about who this person is, what's going on, what your feelings are, what their feelings are. And there's a feeling like you keep jumping to conclusions and not knowing, but almost like not having enough information to see things clearly. It's like you have a lot of ideas about how you stand in this connection, and you're almost a little bit confused in general about where you stand and who you are in this connection even. So you're viewing your person with the Six of Cups energy. So I feel like you view this as someone, you may have nostalgic memories of them, or you may just feel like sort of a soulmate type of connection. You feel like you have instant recognition with your person. And so there's a strong emotional sort of tie with this person, that you may not even understand, because it feels like it may transcend like lifetimes, or there's just a feeling of deep soul recognition. So yeah, you view this person as someone that's dear to you, that you have love for, that you have emotional connection with. You feel tied to them. Um, and I feel like the way that you feel, you almost don't know with this Ace of Swords in reverse. It's unclear how to manifest something in the situation, or it's unclear how to get something going. Because I feel like with the Ace of Wands, it's like I feel like you feel a lot of passion for this person. You feel like you want to get things going. Like you have the Magician's wand in your hand, but it's almost like you have no idea exactly how to um, move forward, or what to do next, like what action take. It's like you feel like maybe the power is in your hands, or like there's some sort of potential energy for what can happen, or what can happen in this connection, but there's almost a feeling of having no idea of how to get this flame sparked in this connection right now. Also, I am getting a message right now that this could be your person's energy. So just make sure that if I do flip flop it, that you're aware of that. I'm intending for this to be your energy, but this could be their energy. But I feel like the way that you're feeling about this person is that you keep jumping to conclusions about them and realizing that you're wrong, or feeling like you don't know. Maybe you start having this realization that maybe your perception of this person isn't as clear as you sometimes think it is. It's like you'll think you have the right thing, and then it's different again. It's like you'll call this person a spades and they're clubs, and you'll call them a hearts and then they're turning into a spades. And it's like, who is this person? And so when we look at how you think this person feels about you, we have the Seven of Swords here. And so there's a feeling of maybe you feel like this person, you may have trust issues with this person, or you may just feel like it's like you don't know if this person has an agenda or has some sort of strategy in their feelings towards you. It's almost like unknown. It feels like it's a secret, like their feelings for you are a secret. You think that they feel like it's hard to understand them. There's just such a confusion that you have towards your person, and such a feeling of, are they intentionally being misleading? Like, what's this person's intentions? I feel like would be a big question for you. And the Seven of Swords is like, you feel like they're sneaking away, or you feel like they're not being completely clear with you. So you're a little bit confused. You don't know, but you feel like their feelings, you feel like they may not have good intentions, but it's like, you also feel an innate trust of this person. So there's like this like conflicting energy here of not knowing whether or not this person has genuine feelings for you, or whether or not they're playing games, or they're being strategic here. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up a little bit higher. You feel like there's potential here. Regardless, you feel like there's potential. But with the Six of Swords being in the recent past energy, it makes me feel like maybe there's been like a transition away from this person, or maybe maybe you guys recently have gone into separation or something like that, or you guys were forced to move on because maybe things weren't working in a certain capacity. But the biggest hope that you have is to get closure on this and to get an understanding. Because maybe you were never able to get the clarity that you wanted in the time period that you were interacting with this person. And with the mirror being here, I'm not surprised, because there's a feeling of being confused by what you're seeing, right? It's like this energy of like, I think my perception is clear and accurate, but then it's somehow distorted, and like it's distorted through the mirror. And so, yeah, I feel like your energy is coming through as someone who, it's almost like through this person, you're starting to feel more confused, and you're starting to question even more your perceptions of people. And it's almost like you're used to knowing maybe more clearly, or used to being more intuitive about like someone else, or used to having like a very sure answer about someone's identity or their feelings. But with this person, it just feels like they're really hard for you to wrap your mind around, or to put a label on them, or to really understand like where they're coming from. But what you do know is that you feel that you see this person as a soulmate. You see this person as someone who is important to your journey, someone who you do share strong feelings for. Yet there's just a confusion about who you even are in this connection. Like, I feel like you're confused about who you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do or something, or like what is the best next move. It's almost like you don't really know. You don't know how to bring closure, but you want closure. You want success in some sort of a way too. But it may be that things got distorted between the two of you and you guys were forced to like move on or something like that. Let's get some oracle cards as well. It's like you have the will, but is the way clear? No. That's what it's like. What else for pile number 3's energy? No place like home. Again, you may feel like this person really has this sense of familiarity and you feel a sense of familiarity and belonging with this person. And it's almost like they're bringing you back to your authentic self. Maybe through meeting this person, they've triggered you into becoming more authentic within yourselves even. Yeah, we have time to go. Yeah, and so someone may have walked away in this connection. It's almost like Cinderella, again, is coming through. This came through in the last pile. It's like there's an energy of someone running away from home or running away from the connection. Maybe someone recently did that. It could be you or your person, but I'm getting it could be your person's runaway. This is almost making me feel like you may be this person that's listening, but either way, it's kind of interesting. But with the observer here at the back of the deck, it's like this person or you are not stuck, but you're in this energy of watching this person leave and being confused about what you should have done, or what you should know, or what you should further understand. What can you do? You know, it's like you're trying to figure things out. What was real? What was illusion? Like there's this energy of being confused by what you saw. It's like you guys maybe misread each other, or it's like the way that you guys mirrored each other within the relationship led to distortions, or it's like you guys weren't able to gain resolution on who you guys truly are. And there's almost a feeling that this person maybe doesn't know who you are, and you don't really know who they are, because of the way that you guys view things. Yeah. Oops. What else for pile number 3? Cast your sacred symbols. It's like this person's left a mark on you. Yeah, it's like you can't really forget this person is what I'm getting. Rainbow transference. Yeah, it's like through this person, they woke you up to a deeper perception of reality and yourself, like a whole layer you didn't really see. And only through understanding this person's perspective, it's like that's the only way you can understand. And so with Make It Look Like the Night, yeah, there's a feeling here of you seeing the dark side of the moon, and almost like you've always seen the bright side of it, but it's like now you're seeing a more whole picture. You guys, I almost feel like it's possible that for pile number 3, I feel like the person that I'm talking about as you is also the other person in pile number 2. So if you guys want to check out pile number 2, I almost feel like this energy could be flip-flop for the two. But it's like this is more from pile number two's person's perspective is almost what I'm getting. But yeah, with the hold here, it's like there's this energy of being changed by meeting this person. And it honestly took me a while to get to my point because I was a little bit confused by the energy in pile number two. So it could be useful to get both perspectives, but it's almost like this is coming in to clarify their perspective. But there's an energy of things being on standstill, or there being distance between you guys, someone leaving, but leaving a mark on this person where they're now on this journey of seeing things through a new lens, seeing through things through a higher perspective that they really didn't have before that they met this person. Yeah, and so I also just want to mention now, this other person's energy is the dead end. And so I feel like maybe pile number three's person ran into a dead end in this scenario where there was nowhere else to run, nowhere else to go within this connection, so they maybe had to go somewhere else. And this could be your energy as well, just leaving it open to that. I hope this isn't too confusing. All right, let's have a look now at your person's energy, and we'll keep going back and forth as well. I'm just feeling a need to get more energy on the table before I start talking so I don't get confused or contradict myself. All right, so for pile number three's person, how are they currently viewing themselves in the connection? We have the Emperor and the Six of Cups. How are they viewing you? We have Temperance. All right, what are pile number three's person's feelings? King of Swords. How you think that? How is pile number three's person thinking that pile number three's feeling? The Moon and Strength. Interesting. Recent past from their perspective. Empress, Five of Wands, and Hopes. Eight of Swords. Four of Wands at the back of the deck. All right, let's have a look at their side now. Okay, so the way that they're viewing themselves, we have this Emperor energy coming out here. So another thing I want to mention is for the mirror side, if this is your energy, it's also possible that you had to leave the scenario with this person and you just kind of casted your sacred symbols. You woke this other person up. One person is waking up the other person. And it's almost like this big cycle that's going on here. And so with Make It Look Like the Night, it's like both of you guys triggered each other into shadow work, but I almost feel like the mirror person understood what was going on before the dead end person. So with the Emperor, they're viewing themselves as traditional and someone who's like a family type of person. Like that's how they're viewing themselves. It's just like funny to me for some reason. But within their feelings, the way that they're feeling, they're actually very blocked off to their feminine energy. Like they're in this King of Swords energy, which is literally someone who doesn't really feel very much, who feels through their intellect and feels through their mind, right? And tries to use wisdom to almost bypass the heart's knowledge. Oh, and they may be reaching a dead end within their own ways here too. But the way this person views themselves is like this family man, this person who does everything correct, like who has the master plan, who treats people really well. Yeah, they view themselves as someone who has good intentions for people, who connects with people on a deep level. Like they're viewing themselves in this like high light, but within their actual feelings, it's almost like there's sort of like a blank space in their heart that I think this person may be unaware of, honestly. So you guys take what resonates for who you feel like you are, because this could easily be you. I guess I just should stop getting confusing and talking about it until I get all the energy out. But take what resonates, you guys, for which side you feel like you are. But this person, the dead end, you know, they're viewing you in this Temperance energy. So they're viewing you as very balanced within your masculine and feminine energy. And they almost, the way that they think you feel, they think that you are someone who feels very comfortable within like the dark side of life, or like the the underworld, like this Pluto energy. They feel like you're someone who's like has mastery over like your shadow self. And so they think that you're sitting pretty comfortable right now. That's what's interesting, is that they seem to think that you know exactly what you're doing. And so I feel like this person almost overestimates your your clarity that you have. Like this seems like a confusing relationship where things aren't very clear. Look at this Eight of Swords here too. But I feel like there's almost this feeling that your person's assuming that you are like a master of confusion, a master of the dark side, a master of the make it look like the night energy. They seem to think that you're doing just fine, right? Like in this energy. And they almost feel like in some way there's an intimidation within the depth of your emotional processing that they feel, because it's almost like, because they feel like you have this strength over the feminine energy in the depths of like emotions, it's almost like this is making them feel even more closed off or more aware of how they are afraid, honestly, a little bit of going into parts of themselves that are maybe deep and unknown, and like, this like moon energy, right? They think you've mastered the moon and the sun. Like there's this energy of them thinking that you've already mastered a lot. And so they really think of you pretty highly here. But I think it also triggers them, because I feel like when they look at you and look at like the way they perceive you as being someone who's like very knowledgeable and like mastered like both sides of something, it's almost like a little bit triggering for them. Because they're in this Emperor energy, and it's almost like this feeling of maybe they've already like mastered their masculine energy, right? But they may be a little bit intimidated by feminine energy, right? Like the chaos, the lack of order, things like that. And they may be feeling held back from you right now, or feeling like the way that they're coping with what's happened between you guys, it feels like it could be that they're like telling themselves that by being cold and being unaware of their emotions, they're actually being like a family man. Like they almost see this as their role. But I feel like you've almost come in and showed this person that there's a wisdom and an importance in honoring the emotional side of things and the feminine side. And so I feel like it's like in the recent past, it's like the Empress and the Five of Wands. It's like you've shaken up this person's viewpoint through emanating the divine feminine energy. And it's like with the Five of Wands here, it may have caused like a lot of inner conflict within this person, almost just witnessing your energy. And look at the moon. It's like she's attached to the moon here. And it's like you're introducing this darker side, but like it's the feminine side. And it's like, look, also, I'm noticing how like this is a little boy turning into a man. It's like this person's always viewed themselves as like a softie, but I feel like in some ways they're honestly kind of cold. And it's like they wouldn't want to admit that to themselves, but they are a little bit closed off at the heart. And I think they don't like that idea, or they don't think of themselves that way. But it's like in juxtaposition to you, it's very clear that that's the case, right? And so in the recent past, they felt that your guys's like energy is conflicting with one another. And because of that, it's almost like it's like they've met their match. And not only do they feel like they've like kind of met their match, like within like they're maybe the master of the masculine, you're master of the feminine, they feel like you are already balanced in both. And so maybe you are, honestly. But I do feel like over here, you're learning more about authenticity and learning about yourself and learning how to see clearly and how to not distort other people based on your own energy. Like I feel like you're learning how to, for pile number 3, you guys, I feel you guys are learning how to see things from a different perspective, or be very sure about who you are. So your resonance system is clear. So like an example of that is like if you do an instrument, or like you have to have like a note to put it against, so you can see like what that note is if it's off. So like you might use a tuning thing so you can like listen to what note like B is or whatever, even if that is one, and it'll play, and then you have to have like a resonance system. And so I feel like you're building up your resonance system so you don't feel as confused. So you know yourself better. And so by knowing yourself better, you will be able to understand other people better. And so I almost feel like there's this energy of confusion around this person and what their intentions were, what their feelings are. But I feel like through getting to know yourself better and understanding maybe the cracks in where you get skewed information about yourself and other people, it's almost like an opportunity to patch that up is what I'm getting. But you may have had to move away from the situation in this person in order to clarify this mirror confusion energy. But the way that they're perceiving it is that you're the one that has this like angelic like knowledge, this temperance here. They seem to view you as very patient right now, very wise, very strong. And it's almost like they're growing, they have this respect in a way for you that kind of intimidates them about how your strength can come through the moon energy, right? And that's been a theme like on my channel, is just like the understanding of like the divine feminine strength and like their power in understanding the moon energy. The sun is, both are equally important, but sometimes we'll have people that are a little bit more masterful of another one, so they aren't as comfortable in the other energy. And so I feel like you're actually building up in your like divine masculine energy, so you can have a clear light. Like, so instead of everything being a mirror of yourself, it's like things get distorted when you're viewing people, because I feel like until you grow in your masculine energy and you get like the light to shine, like the solar plexus has to do with the sun and like clarity. The sun is all about clarity and things being black or white. Like it's just is this. And so the masculine energy is all about logic and like breaking things into smaller parts, right? And like saying an apple's an apple, it's like language and things like that. And I feel like you are so much in your feminine energy that sometimes that may even distort your vision of other people, or like yourself literally. And so I feel like you're on this journey to knowing yourself better, being more confident in yourself. So when you view other people, what energy is theirs, like who they are, what they're doing, and what energy is yours. So people can't manipulate you and get you to see yourself differently. And so also, so you don't get misled by other people, because maybe you're projecting a version of them that is more like to do with you than them, And so I do feel like there's this energy of jumping to conclusions based on something that maybe isn't super clear, right? And so that's a big theme for you. And so I feel like a theme for this person is they're clear as cut and dry as the King of Swords, And so they're really opposite to you in that way. But I feel like with the dead end, they're almost realizing that they may need your energy, or they may need to integrate some of your energy here, because I feel like with the dead end, it's like with the Eight of Swords, it's like this person feels stuck right now, or feels like they don't know which way to go. And so their hope is a lot to do with their fear. Their fear is, or their hope in the situation is the Eight of Swords. And so they hope that they can gain clarity so they can know how to move forward. But in order to do that, they have to see how they're responsible for their own healing or their own shift in perspective here that's going to light the way for them. Okay, because I feel like right now they may be fighting some sort of change, or feeling like the answer isn't within them to gain success in the situation. So I almost want to look. I'm going to ask Spirit, like, what does this person ultimately want? What does pile 3's person ultimately want with pile number 3 at this point? What is their goal? What is their end game? Victory, yeah. They want to find victory with you, and they want to find a way they also want recognition. I feel like this person wants your approval as well. Like, it's like they want to look good in front of you. They want to succeed. They want to look like they're doing the right thing, but it's almost like they can't get there until they like take their blindfold off to like how they hold themselves back and how they maybe are imbalanced within their own energy, right? And how to see things from a different perspective, because we have the Hanged Man here. And there maybe is this kind of hope that they will get your recognition through their own masculine way, but it's like, I'm hearing Hermione's voice like, that's not going to work. And so it's like they're having to learn how to take off their own blindfold, which is almost like this energy of like their biased viewpoint and like the way that they've gone about their life, which they obviously view as like hunky-dory, like very good. They have like high self-esteem. Like this person doesn't have an issue with self-esteem, And so that's how you guys kind of mirror each other. This person is needing to understand that it is their responsibility to integrate their feminine side and to be aware that the feminine is powerful, right? But they're seeing you this way. They seem to, the fact that they think that you feel with the moon and strength here, it shows that they're waking up to other perspectives, So this person is doing that, but there is this energy of their ego still being a part of like what they want. They want your recognition. They want you to see them in a good light, but they have to understand that the way that would happen is through them shifting and integrating maybe viewpoints that they don't understand already, so they can better understand you. And you're working on integrating like a clear sense of self, so you don't get mushy around other people's sense of self, and like, so you understand people's boundaries, and like you understand your boundaries, and so you understand where this person stops and this person begins. And sometimes when people are very intuitive in feminine energy, it's like the feminine energy is the water, right? It just flows everywhere, and it's hard to define boundaries. It's not about boundaries or order. And so I feel like you're learning how to strengthen your own viewpoint and learn how to feel less confused in situations by integrating more masculine energy. Here, let me get a sip of water. All right, so let's get some oracle cards for you guys. All right. What archetype is relevant here? We have Messiah, serving humanity with humility. And they see you this way with this temperance. Remember I was saying I was getting this like angelic energy. And maybe right now they're being tested on their own beliefs. And also this person may sometimes have a Messiah complex as well. Exaggerated belief that you're the only means through which a cause can succeed. And so maybe sometimes this person is a little bit too up their own butt and like not understanding like how to be a true leader. Like that's an energy here. I want to get an archetype that's relevant for your energy. So archetype is relevant for the mirror's energy. Yeah, we have priest. It says violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel for spiritual energy. And so there may be sometimes a part of you that maybe fell for some of this person's hoopla. And maybe you feel like this person isn't super trustworthy, because again, I was getting on this side that there's an energy of potentially not trusting this dead end person, right? And feeling like, yeah, like you wanted to maybe even wanted to connect with this person on a spiritual level, or you guys did, and it's just kind of this energy of like, I don't know if I can trust you or not. Like the mirror feels like that about the dead end. And with this Messiah here, I almost think that this person, because of their ego, like they may genuinely, like they need an ego check. Like, and I feel like this person is getting one through meeting you, honestly. Yeah, and look at this, dilettante, like pretension to a deeper knowledge than you actually possess. This person may have been misleading or related to you, like maybe you're more spiritual, and like this person may have like seemed like they were spiritual, or seemed like they were really of high value, but then there's almost this energy of like this person being held back by their own ego. Like that's like almost what's wrong, not what's wrong with this person, but what's holding this person back. And I think causing confusion for you as well about like who they are. And I do think there's this element of thinking that there's nothing wrong with them too. It says virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, fear of intimate union. And so this person may see you as someone who's very pure. And then mentor here. Was this person a mentor for you or something like that? Or like were they in a higher position than you? Yeah. But anyways, with fear of intimate union, I feel like this person does have a fear of intimate union. And I feel like this is highlighted through you. And I feel like you're such a pure energy and like someone that's just like so clearly like loving, that any like ego treatment that this person gave you just really highlights their own shadow, because you come in with pure intentions. And it's like, if this person hurt you or wronged you, it definitely reflects on them more than it does on you. And so this may be something that they kind of have had to grapple with. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's get some more oracle cards for how pile number 3's person is feeling here, what their energy is. We have serendipity. They feel like you're very, we also have a leg up. I feel like they think that you're very spiritual. Like this person is almost like a little bit freaked out by you. I was getting that in the pile 2. Pile 2 might have something to do with this pile. Let me know. But with serendipity here, it's like, there's a feeling of this person seeing you as like this like spiritual person or something, like feeling like there's too many signs to deny something. We also have a leg up here. Maybe this person was supposed to support you in some sort of way. Yeah, we also have loyal heart, happy. So this person, I feel like, still has a lot of love for you. I feel like they want to support you in some sort of capacity. And I feel like this person recognizes how you had a pure heart, but I feel like this person also has a blockage in their heart chakra that's kind of causing issues for them. And so a message is coming through of like this person needing to learn how to connect with your energy, connect with your loving energy. And yeah, there's just a feeling that this person has where it's like, they feel like you guys are akin to each other. And they want to find a way to support you, but it's almost like with this Eight of Swords here, it's like they almost are holding themselves back or feeling like there's reasons why they can't do certain things, or like they can't say certain things to you, or they can't reach out. It's like this energy of them wanting to help you, but then also holding themselves back from their own ego. But you make them really happy, and they have a lot of respect for you, and they may even want your help. They may even know that they need your help on something. But it would require them opening their heart too. So yeah, that's kind of randomly coming through there. That might resonate. It's like maybe this person's too proud to recognize that there's something you could teach them too. Maybe this person was supposed to be your teacher or something like that, or like your mentor, and then it's like, you know, they may need your assistance on like different aspects of growth, and like maybe they're good in the physical and you're good in the spiritual realm. What else for pile number 3's person's feelings here, energy towards the connection? We have volcano. Yeah, and it's like they're suppressing so much of their emotions sometimes, is how I feel, is that it's almost like they feel like this person feels like they're going to explode, or like they need to like say something to you too. Yeah, we have the one who hides the sun. Yeah, there's this energy of them realizing that they've been getting in their own way, and maybe even getting in your way sometimes. And there's an energy of this person wanting to be able to reach you and wanting to be able to sit in your energy, but it's like they know they have to that they have to break this sort of cold heart space energy. And it's like there's building energy, there's like pressing energy for this person. And it's like they need to get out of their own way, I feel like, so they can explode and bring justice to the situation and kind of acknowledge the depth of this connection, so they can share tenderness, right? So they can open up their heart with you. Yeah, I want to see, So I want to just give a overall energy for like what I'm getting for what's going on in this connection. I feel like you guys are very different people, and I feel like your interaction with each other was confusing because it's almost like you guys were set up to misunderstand each other because you guys come from such a different lens. And I feel like although there's so much love between you guys in this connection, there has been blockages and a dead end here, and a need to walk away, and a need to take space from this so you can get more clarity, especially for the person A. For person B, they're kind of going through an ego death or an integration of a different perspective that I feel like has a lot to do with you and the way you hold yourself and the way that you move through the world. This person is learning from you, and you are honestly mirroring to themselves certain things about themselves that they maybe didn't understand. This person's ego is still in their way right now, but they're slowly waking up to something deeper about the connection with you, and maybe ways in which they underestimated you or may have suppressed you, and the way that they may be blocking themselves from experiencing good feelings and happiness, and the way that they maybe aren't allowing anyone to support them. It's like they feel like they're kind of this like solo island person, and it's like you're kind of teaching them about love and teaching them about a loyal heart, and they see you as very pure, and it's like they are not confused about your intentions. You know what I mean? Like this person thinks you're very trustworthy, thinks you're very of high morals, someone to be learned from, but there's a little bit of pride with this person in not really wanting to admit that they were wrong, or not being fully ready to do that. And it's like this person is still alchemizing that. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 3. I'm going to take this over into the extended, where I'm going to be looking at how this connection is going to be unfolding. We'll also be looking at a secret from this person's higher self, and then we'll be getting advice for you on this connection. So if that sounds interesting to you and you feel like this resonated, I will have a link for the extended underneath the timestamps. But if not, that's totally okay. I appreciate having you here on the YouTube reading. Thank you so much for spending your time here and sharing your energy. If it did resonate, please do hit the like button. It really supports me in what I'm doing. Please leave a comment so I can better understand how you guys resonated. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next Pick a Card reading. And I hope to connect with your energy sometime soon.